Hello everybody, I am going to solve the GATE 2022 General Aptitude Test. So this test is uh, starting from question number 1, and it says inhaling the smoke from a burning. Now something should be burning. What can burn? And we see in the option the tire. So TYRE, tire is the correct spelling of the tire of a car or truck. So either C or D should be the correct answer. Could you quickly? So when we inhale the smoke of a burning tire, we get nauseated or we get exhausted, and the synonym for exhaustion is TIRE, tire. So that way C is the correct answer. Then next question is a sphere of radius r cm is packed in a box of cubical shape. So it is the sphere is here, this one, and its radius is r, and it is packed in a box of cubical shape. So this is the one side of the box. This one is the one side of the box of the cube. This one is the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So there are six sides in the cube. Now it said what would be the minimum volume. So minimum volume would be the side square. So r is half of the side, and then we again extend it here, so that becomes r. So the length of the one of the sided or edges of the cube is 2r. So that is what I wrote here, this 2r. Now the volume is 2r times 2r times 2r, which is equal to 8r cube, and hence D is the correct answer. So next question is pipes P and Q can fill a storage tank in full with water in 10 and 6 minutes. Oh my god. So means pipe P can fill the storage tank in 10 minutes. So in 1 minute it can fill 1/10 of the tank. So that's what I wrote. In 1 minute P can fill 1/10 of the tank, and Q can fill 1/6 of the tank because it can fill the entire tank in 6 minutes. And then pipe R draws the water out from the storage tank at a rate of 34 liters per minute. Okay. So PQR operate at a constant rate. Now, if it takes 1 hour to completely empty a full storage tank, means tank is full, and P, Q, and R are operating, then what is the capacity of the tank? So how much can R empty the tank? It says 34 liters per minute. Okay. Now what part of this 34 liter is? So we already know that these two pipes, two P and Q pipes are filling the tank at the rate of, so since in 1 minute P fills 1/10 and Q fills 1/6, so both together can fill 110 plus 1/6, which is equal to 16 by 60 part of the tank. So both these tanks can fill 16 by 60 part, but it still says that it takes 1 hour to completely empty the full storage tank. Means how much can all the three taken together are emptying in 1 minute? 1 by 60. So in 1 minute PQR together empty 1 by 60. It means R is able to empty 16 by 60, which has been filled, and additional 1 by 60, which is saying that the tank has been depleted. So in total R is actually emptying 1 by 60 plus 16 by 16. So that one is 17 by 16. So in 1 minute R can empty 17 by 60 part of tank, and this one is equal to, it says R draws out water from the storage tank at the rate of 34 liters per minute. So that one equals 34 liters, because in 1 minute R can drain out water 17 by 60 part of tank, and which is equal to 34 liters. So 17 by 60 part of tank is 34 liters. So what is the full tank? we multiply it by 60 by 17, so that 17 by 60 times its reciprocal. 60 by 17 becomes 1. So we get 17 by 60 times 60 by 17 is equal to 1 tank, which is equal to 34 times 60 by 17. And so 17 will go 2 times in 34. So 2 times 60 is equal to 120 liters. So this question was slightly difficult and taught in high school arithmetic. Next question is 6 persons P, Q, R, S, T and U are sitting around a circular table facing the center, not necessarily in the same order. So consider the following statement. So I made this circular table, first of all this. Now it says P sits next to S and T. So P is here, then S and T are next to it. Well, they can be T can be this side and S can be this side. But so far, it doesn't matter. Now, Q sits dramatically opposite to P, so it is easy. P is here, then Q must be here, dramatically opposite. So this one is Q. And then the shortest between S and R. So S and R is equal to the shortest distance between T and U. So S and R here is the shortest distance, and which is equal to the shortest distance between T and U. So based on the above statements, Q is the neighbor of. So Q is neighbor of R and U. So that is answer C. Question number 5 is, okay, a building has special rooms and doors as shown in the top view of the building given below. The doors are closed initially. So these are the doors. 1 door, 2 door, 3 door and fourth door. Okay, so what is the minimum number of doors that need to be opened in order to go from the point P to point Q? So we are here, means the person is here and he needs to reach Q. So he can come here, open this door and then open this door and then reach Q, because there is empty space here. So he can cross through this way, and that way only these 2 doors need to be open to reach Q. So that is the minimum number, and C is the correct answer. Next question is, rice, a versatile and inexpensive source of carbohydrate, is a critical component of diet worldwide. Climate change causing extreme weather, okay, this climate change is causing extreme weather, poses a threat to sustained availability of rice. Scientists are working on developing green super rice, which is resilient under extreme weather, means it is resilient under extreme weather condition, which will have this extreme weather because of climate change, yet gives higher yields substantially. Sustainably means it can produce higher amount of rice, and sustainably means forever, without reducing the quantity and quality. Which one of the following is the correct logical inference based on the information given in the above passage? So let's see what follows. So GSR, this is the new rice, is an alternative to regular rice. Yes, correct. But it grows only in extreme weather. No, this is not correct, because it is resilient under extreme weather means it grows in normal weather, and when there is extreme weather, then it will not be destroyed. It is resilient. So it doesn't follow. It doesn't follow that it grows only. So whenever you have words like only, must, all, then think that that option is wrong, because all you need is only one exception, and then the statement becomes wrong. So A is not wrong. A is not correct, sorry. Then B. GSR may be used in future in response to adverse effects of climate change. That is what we learned, that well, the climate is going to cause extreme weather, and in extreme weather we will have this GSR rise. So GSR may be used in future in response to adverse effects of climate change. And why? Because it is resilient. GSR is resilient. GSR grows in an extreme weather, but the quantity of produce is lesser than regular rice. No, it says that yet gives higher yields substantially. So it cannot be lesser. Hence, C is not correct. And D is regular rice will continue to provide good yields even in extreme weather. This is completely wrong because regular rice doesn't give good yield in extreme weather. That's why they are developing this GSRI. So only B follows. Now we go to the next question, and it is a probability question, and many people get scared when they see the probability question, but you don't have to. So let's see what this question says. A game consists of spinning an arrow around a stationary disk as shown below. When the arrow comes to rest, there are 8 equally likely outcomes. Okay, 8 outcomes, 1, 2, 3, 4 to 8. It could come to rest at any one of the sectors numbered 1 to 8 as shown. Now, two such disks are used in a game where their arrows are independently spun. What is the probability that the sum of numbers on the resulting sectors upon spinning the two disks is equal to 8 after the arrows come to rest? So, what are the total numbers? Since there are 8 sections, and in this also there are 8 sections or sectors, so total number of possible sectors is, means one will be with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then 2 will be the same, so it becomes 8 times 8. So our total possible outcomes are 64. Now it says that the sum sectors upon that the resulting sectors upon spinning the two disks is equal to 8. So the sum of the numbers is equal to 8. So 8 can happen 1 plus 7, and then 7 is here as well. So 7 plus 1. So we go down. 8 can happen with 1 plus 7, then 7 plus 1, and 2 plus 6, and 6 plus 2, then 3 plus 5, and 5, 3, and then 4 and 4. So in total there are 7 possibilities which can sum up to 8, and the total possibilities are 64. So the probability is 7 by 64, and the answer is D. Okay, here D is the having 7 by 64. Now next question is, consider the following inequalities. 3p minus q is less than 4 and 3q minus p is less than 12. So which of the following expressions below satisfies the above two inequalities? Now, first of all, we make it equal both and then solve, but then in this case it didn't work. I had tried that, so I used the another method, and that another method is, let's assume one of the p or q as 0. So when q is equal to 0, then p will be less than 4 by 3, and when p is equal to 0, then q will be greater than minus 4, because when we bring this minus side this side, we also change the inequality sign. So q is greater than minus 4, means it can go up to infinity. Now equation 2, we do the same, that when p is equal to 0, then q is less than 4, and when q is equal to 0, then p will be greater than minus 12. So that's what I did. When q is equal to 0, p is greater than minus 12. Now we add p plus q. So q cannot be more than 4 and p cannot be more than 4 by 3. So we add p plus q, which is 4 by 3 plus 4, which is less than 8. What about the other one? Let's try this one. Also, when p is greater than minus 12 and q is greater than minus 4. So both taken together are greater than minus 16. But that option is not here. Hence, only option A is the correct option. So that is question 8. It was a bit difficult question. And then question 9. This says that given below are 3 statements and 4 conclusions drawn based on the statements. So statement 1 is some engineers are writers. So I wrote all engineers and then writers, and some engineers are writers means this part, EW. So I can write it as E, and this one is W, EW. Okay, they are common. So some engineers and writers, these people are both. We don't know how many. Now, no writer is an actor. So if there is actor, then he must be outside of this circle or that of writer circle, which is W. And all actors are engineers, means all actors must be within the engineers set. So based on this, let's see the conclusion. Some writers are engineers. Yes, these writers are engineers. So conclusion 1 follows. Conclusion 2, all engineers are actors. No, because these engineers are not actors. There are some engineers who are writers. So it is that all actors are engineers. That doesn't mean that all engineers are actors. Now, conclusion 3, no actor is a writer. This is correct because it has already been written, no writer is an actor. So no actor can be a writer. So conclusion 3 also follows. Now conclusion 4, some actors are writers. No, since no actor is a writer, so 4 also doesn't follow. Now only conclusion 1 and 3 follow. So let's see the choices, and that choice is C. So C is the correct answer. Next question is question number 19. Which one of the following sets, question number 10, sorry. Which one of the following sets of pieces can be assembled to form a square with a single round hole near the center? Means in the center there has to be this single round hole. Okay. Pieces cannot overlap. So let's see. So if we take this, then this can capture actually here this part, but then this part is not this hole, because just after capturing this part there should have been hole. So this doesn't work. A doesn't work. What about B? B, this part can fit into this, and this hole can also fit half, but here it doesn't fit because we have it is immediately, there is no space for this part. So B is not the correct answer. And then C, we go for C, and we see that yes, this part on this triangle is fitting here. So this part actually fits here, and then this hole is actually here, yes, immediately after this. And then here this triangle fits this triangle, and the hole is immediately from the triangle, so which is immediately from here. So from here to here is this part, and the whole of this part is from here to here. So C fits the answer, and hence C is the correct answer. D doesn't fit because it doesn't have hole in the middle. Next question is a relationship is expressed as iodine goitre. So iodine, lack of iodine causes goitre. So this is the relationship. So let's see what is the similar relationship, means lack and effect. Mango and anemia, no, mango anemia doesn't cause, mango lack doesn't cause anemia. Insulin, diabetes, yes, when we have low insulin, we suffer from diabetes, so lack of insulin causes diabetes. B is the correct answer. Let's see C. Fat, obesity, no. Fat actually increases obesity, so they are similar. There is no lack of fat for obesity. We need the relationship of lack. Then hormones and heredity, no, heredity is not caused by lack of hormone. There is no relationship of lack, so only B is the correct answer. Question number 12. There are three individuals are named P, Q, and R. Together they have a total of 15 children, of which 9 are boys. Okay. P has 3 girls, so I write P has 3 girls, and Q has same number of boys, means P has 3 boys. So I wrote it. First sentence I already wrote here. Q has one more child than P, who has 4 children. So since P has 3 girls, then fourth children must be a boy. So that way one boy, and Q has one more child. So since he has three boys, Q must have the remaining two girls. So that way he has one more child than P. So three boys and two girls. Now R has four more boys than the number of girls. So whatever number of girls R has, he has four more boys. Okay. Now the number of girls of R is equal to the number of boys of P. So P has only one boy, so R will have only one girl, and hence he will have five boys because he has four more, four more boys than the number of girls. So that way he has one girl, R has one girl and five boys. Now let's see what does this tell. So the question is, how many boys do R and P have? So R has five boys and P has one boy. So this one C is the correct answer. Now next question is, a sentence has been given below. The train will leave at 8:30 p.m. means the train will leave means it is future indefinite tense. We have been ready by 7:30 p.m. Have been is for present perfect continuous because have is perfect and been for continuous. So we don't add present perfect continuous with will. We add only simple present tense or present indefinite tense with future indefinite tense. So it is future indefinite tense means, well, future simple future tense we know at 8:30 p.m. So this one is wrong actually, so that we can reach the station on time. This one is again simple present tense we can reach. So this must be simple present tense, and simple present tense is here. R is not simple present tense, it is present continuous. Where is past continuous. Must be is again simple present or present indefinite, and should is past. So only D is the correct answer because it matches the sentence of all the three parts. So either we will have present indefinite, which is this one is the present indefinite, we can is present indefinite. So we must be is also present indefinite, and we can add both with future indefinite. So that way only option C is correct. Matching of tense is the issue here. Now question number 14, which reads like this. Complete this sentence correctly using the options given below. Hastings developed as a holiday resort means holiday resort. Hastings is a name because it is a resort, no, after. Okay. So Hastings, now it is describing. So there must be a comma here because it is describing. So there should be a comma here and there should be a comma here. So that part is in B, a seaside town. Well, it is in C as well, seaside town. Then why not C and why only B? Because this seaside is capital, it starts with capital letter, and town also starts with capital letter. And since these are not names, so they should start with a small letter. So that's why Hastings, a seaside town, and then developed as a holiday resort after the First World War. Now the First World War is a name. So first will be capital, world will be capital, and war is also capital because it is a name. So that's why, and we write it with D before. So hence B is the correct answer, which satisfies both the blank spaces. Question 15 is, the Arecibo telescope doesn't resemble what most of us think of when we hear a word telescope. It doesn't resemble Arecibo telescope. Why? Its reflective surface covers an area of 20 acres, which is quite remarkable. It says that this 20 acre is quite remarkable, means this telescope is really very, very large. Dangling above it are towers and cables, sub-reflectors and antennas, all of which can be positioned using 26 motors to transmit radio waves and receive echoes with astonishing precision. So these 26 motors are needed because this telescope is very large. So from the passage it can be inferred that most telescopes are not as large as RCBO. This can be easily inferred. Let's see. Don't have reflective surface? No, all telescope have reflective surface. And then cannot be pre-position? Well, it is not inferred from this. They can be pre-position. And strictly have 26 meters? No, they can have one motor, two motors, three motors. So this one also doesn't follow. So only it can be inferred that most telescopes, yeah, it is not all, most telescopes are not as large as Arecibo. And then next question is the tailgating. Means tailgating another vehicle is unsafe and illegal. Okay, it is unsafe and illegal. Many rear end collisions are caused by drivers following too close to the vehicle in front of them. So being too close is tailgating. Following too close to the vehicle in front, this one is actually tailgating. So when the vehicle is very close, which is the following vehicle, means which is behind, then it is called tailgating. The rules state that a driver must keep significant distance from the vehicle in front in order to stop safely and avoid a collision. Drivers should allow a minimum 2 seconds gap between their vehicle and the one ahead. Means there must be 2 second gap. Okay, now at 60 kilometer per hour, this equates to a gap of 33 meters, and at 100 kilometers per hour, this equates to a gap of 55 meters. It takes in 2 seconds, the car will move 55 meters if the speed is 100 kilometer. Now, more distance is needed to safely stop in rain or poor visibility. Means even more distance is needed when there is rain or poor visibility. So, as during rain, slippery roads reduce the effectiveness of braking. These slippery roads during rain, which happen because of rain, they reduce the effectiveness of braking. Means it cannot stop the car with a gap of only 55 meters. It needs to have more distance. So, which of the following can be inferred? Let's see the options. And the options are: people drive faster in rain and under poor visibility. Definitely doesn't follow, because nowhere it is said. Braking may not be as effective during rain as in the dry condition. That is what it says, because this rain causes slippery roads. So braking is not effective. It clearly the last line shows, last sentence. And then so it follows, tailgating is against the road rules. Yeah, that is the first sentence we saw here, that tailgating is unsafe and illegal. Means illegal means it follows against the rules, road rules. And then last sentence is collision has no relationship with tailgating. No, this is also not correct, because it says that most of the means the what happens, collision. To avoid a collision means it says significant distance from the vehicle in order to stop safely and avoid a collision. So collision has relationship with tailgating. When there is no safe distance, tailgating means having not enough distance. So D cannot be followed or cannot be inferred. Only B and C can be inferred, and that is the answer. Then question number 17 is: there are 3 separate but equal sized boxes. Inside each box there are 2 separate small boxes. Means each of the 3 boxes have 2 small boxes inside, and then inside each of the small boxes there are 4 even smaller boxes. So each small box has 4 smaller boxes. So the total number of boxes will be, so let's start with this smallest one, because that is the maximum in number. So 4 in a small box. And how many small box? 2. So 4 times 2. And these 2 are in 3 separate bigger boxes, biggest box. So that way small boxes are actually 4 times 2 times 3, which is equal to 24. And then we go to this small boxes, because the smallest boxes have been 24 counted, then small boxes are 2 in 3 separate large boxes. So their number is 3 times 2 or 2 times 3, so which is 6. And then there are 3 separate, so the 3 are the largest box. So total there are 33 boxes. So the answer is 33. So I stop here because this is the one part of your exam, GATE 2022. I will make another video for other sections. Thank you all for watching.